Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the IRS. I've worked, God, at IRS over a decade. I've worked thousands of cases. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution. I've been on all the major TV stations, Fox, ABC, commented on the Trump audits. Today, by the way, welcome to my YouTube channel. Me and my M&M man give you a special thumbs up for listening today. Really appreciate you being here. Today I want to talk to you about the IRS passport revocation and if you need help and kind of what the process is. So the FAST Act, it's F-A-S-T, the FAST Act to go ahead and resurface roads and transportation. It's one of these bills at the kind of in the middle of the bill or end of the bill when no one was looking. They put this legislation in and these rules that if you owe over $54,000 in tax, IRS was going to revoke your passport. No one's seen it coming. They could go ahead and revoke it or deny it just out of the blue. Out it comes. One day someone's reading this about a month later and says, hey, we got a new tax law on our hands. So what IRS will do is if you owe over $54,000 worth of debt, there's a couple things. First of all, they have to do before they can go ahead and send your letter or revoke. There's two things specifically, one of two things they have to do. They either have to file a federal tax lien or send out a levy, a bank levy or a wage garnishment levy. If they have no response or you don't contact them at that point, they send out a 508C letter, but you want the 508R letter after this happens. You need the reversal. It's kind of a scary letter. A lot of people call when they get the letter because their passport's pretty much going to go, and it's a good letter because it drives a lot of business to me, but at the end of the day, you really got to get this situation fixed because IRS isn't letting up. Just because you got this letter, don't think IRS isn't going to pursue more bank levies or wage garnishment levies. At the end of the day, it's very, very simple to resolve. IRS is just looking. A person like me at IRS years ago, I just wanted to close your case. To be honest, I didn't care how much money that I collected off you. IRS just has three programs. It's that simple. A currently non-collectible or hardship program. The second is a payment agreement. And the third is to do an offer and compromise to settle your debt for pennies on the dollar. The pennies on a dollar is there, but something that you don't sell because you got to be careful with that. So basically, by calling the Internal Revenue Service with a financial statement in your hand, a 433F or a 433A, you'll get put in one of these programs. IRS will send out a 508R, and everything is good to go. If you got immediate plans to travel, IRS can usually do this within 2 to 3 or 4 weeks. I've never seen it, but that's what the literature says. I've had one. I got the travel arrangements back and plans to go in 6 weeks. Want to tell you a little about these financial statements. It's not what you think. So IRS uses a base form of their financial statement, which is the 433F at the service center or the 433A, which a revenue officer like me at IRS would use. We make our determinations based on that. We want to know everything about your income, everything about your expenses, and we want to know about your assets. And with that, we make a determination. IRS wants to make sure you are living within your means, but it's not the means you think, it's the means that IRS wants you to live on. IRS has very strict means. They won't let you use credit cards, student loan payments, can't pay tuition for your kids. IRS has very few things they allow. At the end of the day, if you're making like $7,000 a month, IRS may only allow you to live on $4,000. They want $3,000 a month for a payment. Do not call IRS. I know YouTubers like to do that. Don't call IRS unless you're familiar with the IRS National Standards Program. The IRS National Standards for food and clothing, housing and utilities, your car payment, and your automobile expenses are online. You're going to find out exactly what they're going to allow you, and you're going to be stunned when you see what you're allowed for housing and utilities. So what IRS's job is, what's liquid, what assets can they collect from you, and how much money can they get a month from you by using the national standards. So what we try to do for us, I'm sure everyone else does, is you get the case, you try to make some adjustments, and after you do that, you call IRS and we get you into a payment agreement, a currently non-collectible, or we can file an offer if you qualify for that. So, but you just don't want to do that without going ahead and making sure that you know the process. Make sure all your tax returns are filed, and make sure you're current on your withholding in Social Security. So we're welcome for a call or anything if you want to talk to us. You're welcome to do that. You're welcome to do this on your own, but at least you know the process. It's not going to happen fast. If you have imminent travel plans, there's a number that IRS has that you can go ahead and follow up. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry someone keeps dinging my phone and sending messages, but they are. I know who the person is. I will scold them after. But thank you for listening to my YouTube channel. By the way, I love subscriptions. For some reason, YouTube says if we give you a lot of subscriptions, I get subscriptions, they move me higher. And I do try to give you the information you need from what I know from IRS. You can leave a comment. If you leave a comment, you want me to talk about something, say, hey, Michael, talk about this. Usually do it. About 90% of the comments, my YouTube's come from. So don't forget the subscription. And thank you. Me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up.